What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new StarCraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro circuit. Spawning here in the bottom right-hand corner of Dreamcatcher LE, playing with the red Terran pieces. He's very well known in the world of StarCraft 2, and some of his drop play is some of the best in the world. His name is SpeCial. And his opponent, spawning in the cross position, playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He's a very well-known StarCraft 2 player, but one of those players that's been very well known for his Zerg cheeses and very aggressive builds. His name is none other than Bly. So, guys and girls, I'm really excited about this game and this series in particular between these two players, which was a best-of-5 series that was played at the WCS in Austin, and was, you know, of course, one of those games, or one of the series played in the round of 16. So, of course, all these games do matter in the grand scheme of things. And, you know, both these players are, as I said, they're two of my favorite players to watch in StarCraft 2. Here's why. Bly goes for some very aggressive builds, but he's a hyper aggressive Zerg player. And as you can see, his natural base, or I guess his second hatchery that's going to be taken, is very quick gold base. So this is just what Bly does on a normal basis. Now, SpeCial, I really enjoy his style of play in a different way. He has some of the best drop play in the world, in my opinion, when it comes to the Terran pieces. As far as, you know, dropping units with the Medivacs, his micro is absolutely incredible. That said, though, he is a very fun player to watch, and this is going to get really interesting right off the rip, because SpeCial's going to see that something might not be right. He's going to see that that natural hatchery is not taken, and this may very well force SpeCial into maybe going for, you know, some sort of, maybe change up his build order just a little bit, because it does look like Bly is going to start mining on that natural, or I should say that gold base hatchery. Queen is going to be coming out. We're also going to see the Roach Warren is going to be started as well. So it looks like Bly wants to get aggressive here relatively soon, and I know that this Reaper is trying to figure out what might be going on. Does look like this SCV is going to scout exactly that there is a base at the gold base location. Roaches are now out, or are going to be popping out here in very shortly, and we are going to see the lair is going to be coming in for Bly, so he's going to try to go for those higher tier lair based units. Now we are going to see SpeCial is going to be going for that starport, so he's going for a pretty standard build overall, but it might be changing somewhat simply because of what his opponent is doing as of right now. Now bunker is up, so he is trying to kind of, in the event that there is some serious aggression that goes on, he wants to make sure that he is going to be in the best possible defensive scenario. So he's going for that second bunker right now. I think he's got a really nice positioning as of right now. SpeCial knows if he can hold on to this potential push that might happen, which it doesn't look like is going to happen. If he can hold on, he's going to be in a really, really good spot. So a little bit of some micro back and forth here, but nothing too crazy as of yet. We are going to see we're going to see a Ravager that's going to be popping up, but it looks like that does get destroyed by the Cyclone. And now it looks like Bly is going to have to play possibly a little bit of some defense here, as there is a Banshee, as well as the Cloaking Field is going to be researched as well for SpeCial. And this is where it gets interesting. You know, the ZVT matchup is a very fun one for me, because there's just so many, you know, the matchups are so much fun to, you know, to really see, like, the different unit compositions go up against one another. That said, we are going to see, of course, that natural base is finally taken. We're going to see this followed up with a lair. We're also going to see Glad Reconstitution being researched out of that Roach Warren. So very interesting play here, to say the least, out of Bly. But this is what I love so much about Bly's style. There has actually been quite a number of build orders that I have taken personally from Bly, and I just try them out, as in seeing how they work, and a lot of times they work, sometimes they don't. But that is what's so much fun about playing Bly's hyper-aggressive style, is that sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not, but it certainly is a lot of fun when it does work. Now that said, it does look like we are going to see Bly is a little bit thrown off here by this Banshee switch-up, so very nice decision-making here by SpeCial, getting nice value out of this Banshee. This Banshee is absolutely doing a lot of devastating blows to a lot of those drones. So SpeCial is in a really nice spot. It does look like there are going to be Mutalisks coming out onto the playing field, so that's going to make this a very interesting scenario, because there's not a whole heck of a lot here for SpeCial to really kind of be able to counter against the Mutalisks. Now, he could get Vikings, of course, out of the starport. You could, of course, get more and more Marines, which, of course, can shoot air, but you know, very, very interesting. And we are going to see the +1 upgrades coming in now for SpeCial. He is getting those +1 upgrades for the ground-based units. And here we go. We are going to see the Mutalisks are coming out onto the playing field, and they are going to start moving. It looks like towards that orbital command. It looks like SpeCial now does see exactly what is going on. And it does look like these Mutalisks are going to have free range of a lot of those SCVs. Beautiful play here. Beautiful little counter for Bly. He's going to go and pick off a couple of these Marines as well. Got to be very careful, though. You do not want to lose these Mutalisks for free. It does look like he is going to have the strength in numbers, but a lot of those Marines are doing a lot of damage there. Stimpak's going to be researched in less than 10 seconds, and I do think that it was a nice little trade there for Bly. So Bly has taken a supply lead at this point. And it does look like there is going to be a missile turret that is going to be there. And your question is he going to be able to pick off that Banshee? They do go after the Banshee and are able to get that Banshee. And as this has all been going on, we are going to see an evolution chamber coming in now for Bly to start getting his upgrades going. And so there's going to be this jostling, this tug of war, so to speak, back and forth from both these players. It's one of those. It's very interesting because it's these unit compositions. You know, you don't see like Mutalisks are used quite. You know, of course they're used in this matchup. But you know, we used to see the Mutalisks a lot more in the Heart of the Swarm expansion. You know, at least that's what I've kind of feel is that you see them a lot. You've seen them a lot then, and seeing them being used right now is not necessarily a throwback, but it's also just a lot of fun. And as this has all been going on, as I've been talking, rambling on, it looks like Bly is going to start attacking towards that natural base expansion. But the question is there going to be enough here for Bly to be able to do enough damage? Because that Stimpak is doing so much damage to a lot of these units, and it looks like SpeCial is getting the upper hand, at least in this engagement. Beautiful play there by SpeCial. Absolutely beautiful. And it looks like there was a little bit of an overextension there by Bly. But nonetheless, Bly is going on to his third hatchery right now. I like the position Bly's in currently, but at the same time, that engagement did not go in his favor, and SpeCial is going to be able to slowly start creeping back into this game as of right now. So, as I was saying about the Mutalisks, they can be a serious annoyance. The thing is that a lot of times you don't see a lot of Zerg players massing a lot of Mutalisks, simply because they're so supply heavy, and you know, some units can take them down so quickly. They can be devastating, and they can do a ton of damage to, of course, SCVs and such, but they seem to be easily countered, and that's why I think they haven't been used quite as much. But here we go. Bly, once again, wants to start moving in, but man, these siege tanks are in beautiful positions. And it looks like, once again, Bly is going to have to kind of take a loss there, it seems. And it looks like, as this has all been going on, SpeCial starting to switch up to the Liberators, and it looks like he's starting to move out towards potentially that main base location. Lots of ground-based units, pretty much all we're seeing so far for Bly, other than the Queens, of course. But the Liberator looks like it's going to try to create its liberation zones right next to that third hatchery. Technically the fourth hatchery. It's going to have free range of all of those units. And here we go, some drop plays coming in. And it looks like that Liberator is going to go down finally, but not without taking down a good amount of drones with it. That said, there's been, you know, some damage on either side that's been, you know, that's been going down as we, you know, we're passing, you know, that 10-minute mark in this game. And there, you know, decent amount of damage has been dealt on both sides, but nothing absolutely crippling to a point where you'd say, oh, one player or another is out of this thing, to say the least. Now, we do have some more drop play, which is what SpeCial is so well known for. As I was saying at the very beginning, it looks like he is going to start taking out a lot of these higher tier tech-based structures, going after the spawning pool as well as the lair. This could be a huge pickup if our Zerg player does not react quick enough. It looks like he is focused on the other side of the map. GG is called, and Bly ends up having to GG out with SpeCial with this brilliant drop play and then also impeccable defense, taking this game and going up 1-0 in the series. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Bly and SpeCial, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in game number 2.